What do you think Dad does for a living?
Waste management.
Well, I don't know what to say to your dad.
My dad's a hero.
Carmela actually remarked at one point about how when he was a toddler,
he was always the sweet one. He had the concept of sharing before any of the other toddlers.
So what, no fucking ZD now?
Hey!
but before long, he gets that Soprano itch for action.
Stealing the sacramental wine?
It's not sacramental until they bless it.
He ends up getting tested for ADD and is right near the borderline, but not quite at the level of getting an official diagnosis. Of course, this trouble AJ gets in makes Tony start thinking about his own childhood. We first hear AJ mention depression during this time, though Tony tells him he's not depressed, he's just sad because he got caught and now he's grounded.
Psychiatrist?
Yeah, because I got suspended and everything.
He does not.
Yes, he does.
It's not the end of the world, Dan.
I'm depressed.
You're not depressed. You're sad and you're angry because you did something stupid.
No, Meadow drove me.
Meadow? Well, where is she?
I don't know.
She's another one. They don't care what happens to you, Johnny. No, they stick you away somewhere and they forget you ever existed.
I guess.
And apparently, he stumbles onto existentialism. Fucking internet.
Death just shows the ultimate absurdity of life.
What is this?
Life is absurd.
Don't say that! God forgive you!
There is no God.
Hey!
It's a European philosophy. After World War II, people were disillusioned by the sheer weight of the horrors. Some people first realize that they're solely responsible for their decisions, actions, and beliefs, and that death lies at the end of every road. They can be overcome with intense dread.
Don't you ever feel like there's no point to any of this?
I think the kid's onto something.
It's me, Anthony Jr.
Oh, I didn't know I had a grandson.
After AJ stumbles onto existentialism, he gets a masterclass from Livia.
There was an article in the paper the other day about a bunch of teenagers from out near the Delaware water gap. They overcrowded their car, it hit a tree, and it incinerated.
See, that's what I mean. What's the purpose?
Of what?
What kind of animal smokes marijuana at his own confirmation?
Well, what are you yelling at me for? Even Grandma says the world has no purpose.
In season 3, we can see more signs of AJ's disillusionment and lack of confidence.
I'm always being sentimental. Why do I bother going anymore?
Like when he tells his parents he's thinking of not going to college after going with Carmela to see Meadow at Columbia.
Pretty soon, before you know it, you'll be heading off to college yourself.
I don't think I'm gonna go.
What, college? Of course you will.
I don't want to talk about it right now. There's so many people there. They're all smarter than me. It's a bunch of freaks.
So the whole leadership thing doesn't seem to be working out for AJ right now. So he sets his sights on other things. Like vandalizing the school swimming pool and stealing math tests.
Do you know how serious this is?
How do you vandalize the swimming pool? On your mother's birthday?
It wasn't. It was after midnight. Got it.
And that's what it takes. And that's why I'm naming him defensive captain. All right. So let's hit those showers, one thought in mind.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
Anthony!
Jack. My son has panic attacks. Now, obviously, we can't send him to military school.
In season 4, we get a little break from dysfunctional AJ, and he starts doing more normal, socially acceptable teenage things, like getting a girlfriend, hanging out with a steady group of friends in places other than the school swimming pool. But we still see this insecurity pop out when he goes to his girlfriend Devin's house. He acts very bizarre and gets mad at Devin because I guess she was supposed to be very clear with him up front that her house was bigger than his and her family had even more money than AJ's.
Careful of my yadro, please.
Oh. Yeah. Don't worry.
You don't like that? Do you want something else?
No, just... I wish you would have said something.
It doesn't mean anything.
I feel so stupid. My mother's stupid Yadro, and
We have a housekeeper 3 days a week?
I don't care.
Fine.
What'd you have?
Roast beef.
Season 5 AJ is probably my least favorite AJ in terms of how he talks to and treats Carmela.
Can we take it out?
Yeah, we can take it out. Once. Then this baby sits in the garage till you pull your grades up to a C.
What?
You heard your father.
I was talking to him, not you.
God damn you! I've been going crazy trying to reach you.
Later, I don't
What
feel
happened to
good.
your face?
Just leave me alone.
I want to know what happened. You never even went to Meadows after you gave me your word.
Get off my back.
You are a liar.
Fuck you. Oh my God. Mommy, help. Mommy. Mom. Mommy.
Turns out he needs mommy after all, though you wouldn't know it from other ways he speaks to her in season 5. But after living with Tony for a bit, he realizes it's actually not so bad living under Carmela's roof. Season 6A, AJ. A little bit older, quite a bit more hair, but not really wiser.
I was an actual roster of who stays with dad when I'm not on it.
Frankly, AJ, I didn't think you'd be interested.
I was sick. And I've been trying to study, which is what everybody's usually hassling me about 24/7.
I know he avoids Tony because he can't face seeing him like this. It frightens him.
It frightens everybody. He should get a pass. You know, kids his age are getting blown up in Iraq.
You know something that's interesting? Janice noticed that when AJ talks about Tony's possibly not coming out of this, he can't even use the word dad. He says Anthony Soprano is not going to die.
Well, that's a fascinating psychological nugget. But it don't change the fact that if that kid don't pull his end in this, he's never gonna forgive himself, and nobody else should either.
We know Carmela's always had an extra special place in her heart for AJ. He's her son, her only son. So naturally, she's protective when others have something to say.
It's just that Tony has always loomed so large for AJ.
Well, maybe it's just that AJ is a selfish boy who doesn't give a shit.
Like Rosalie, when she criticizes AJ's behavior while Tony's in the hospital after being shot. When Carmela lashes out and tells Ro she wasn't exactly the model parent, Ro says, "I know, why do you think I'm telling you this? Learn from my lesson."
Ouch. Carl, you all right? What happened? I got this email to go to the park and step inside the rainbow.
It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You are not even dressed. I got the impression you had something important to do.
After Tony emerges from his coma, AJ feels like he needs to do something about it. Well, other people sort of make him think that he does. So he takes a knife to the psychiatric facility where Junior's staying, but when he sees Junior, he panics, drops the knife, and runs. Luckily for him, Tony knows a guy, so AJ doesn't get into any actual trouble. But when Tony tells him that he needs to grow up, we see a lot of sadness and anger and frustration pour out of AJ, and Tony doesn't really know what else to say.
Come on.
What?
It's not in your nature.
You don't know me. You don't know anything about me.
You're a nice guy, and that's a good thing, for Christ's sakes.
Every time we watch Godfather, when Michael Corleone shoots those guys in the restaurant, those assholes who tried to kill his dad, you sit there with your fucking bowl of ice cream and you say it's your favorite scene of all time.
Jesus Christ, AJ. You make me want to cry. It's a movie. You gotta grow up. You're not a kid anymore.
Yeah, I know kids on Lexapro who say it's great. And I still feel like shit. Why can't I catch a fucking break?
What the fuck is it? I can't catch a fucking break.
It doesn't take very long for him to realize that he's being taken advantage of, and that when it comes to the Soprano name, he's only riding Tony's coattails at the very best.
Odd and Darryl are starting a line of sports drinks.
Oh, cool. Big thing now, not just carbs. Protein.
They're looking for investors.
Maybe we can get you a prospectus, huh? Well, absolutely. For your dad. You can ask him to look at it.
In season 6, episode 12, AJ meets Blanca while working at a construction site on a job that Tony got for him. I think AJ, perhaps after seeing her interact with Polly, thinks to himself, this is an attractive girl who obviously isn't afraid of dealing with people operating in my father's world. Why not give it a shot? And when he learns she has a son, I think he wants to become that strong male father figure / provider / protector, just like he sees in his father. And it works out very well for a while, until it doesn't.
I need to give this back to you. I can't keep it.
Why? I mean, I love you.
I love you too, Anthony. I don't know. Maybe I don't.
Just the two? It's big, right?
It's a mansion. Precious Charlotte.
They have a baby on the way.
All I know is I just don't feel it.
She would feel it too.
When Blanca breaks up with AJ, this identity that he's started to build for himself, however flimsy it may seem, comes crashing down instantly. That comment that Tony made about she'd feel it too, even though he was referring to Christopher's imaginary girlfriend, Kaisha, I think Blanca did feel it. Not necessarily racism, but just that things were different. Things were off. Even if there was more material wealth, I don't think Blanca was feeling it.
Just the two? It's big, right?
It's a mansion. Precious Charlotte.
They have a baby on the way.
And when he tries to fit in with Carlo's and Patsy's son, he also knows that it's not really who he is.
I'm sorry for the loss of your cousin, bro.
Thanks. Me too, bro. Me too.
He was a good guy.
Don't let this linger on your head now. You know what I'm talking about.
In the head of a man, a gaze blank and pitiless as the sun. And what rough beast, its hour come round at last, slouches toward Bethlehem to be born.
Why didn't you take the test?
'Cause I dropped out, okay?
What's going on with you?
Well, here we are. I'll get him settled. You can come tomorrow during visiting hours.
I love you, sweetie. I love you.
I love you too.
You're living in a dream.
Some people do think the finale is one big dream, after all.
Like America.
What about it?
I mean, this is still where people come to make it. It's a beautiful idea. And then what do they get?
And I'm not naming any names.
Wow.
At the end, AJ seems to be the most enlightened and aware, but also possibly the one with the blind spot of bringing Rhiannon in really close. Were there consequences of that?
And this kind of bothers me. Okay, thanks.
Uncle Bobby's funeral is finally set for Thursday. And you're gonna be there.
How's that supposed to work? We're all in DEFCON 4.
There is always a large FBI presence.
Shouldn't right to left.
Unbelievable.
As annoying and foolish as AJ could be, I think that his struggles resonate with many audiences facing similar anxieties about purpose, identity, and societal pressures.
You kept telling me this guy's good.
It's amazing it was written so long ago. Like about right now.
Thanks for watching. What do you think about AJ Soprano? I'd love to hear from you.